This is Mark McLaren with McBuzz Communications, and this is a video to accompany a blog post on social media marketing, and the post is called Blog SEO Tip Number 1, Put Your Primary Keyword in Your Post Title. So let's just break this down and talk about each piece of the post and what information I'm trying to impart here. If we're talking about blog SEO, search engine optimization, a lot of people have heard of search engine optimization. Some are quite familiar with it. It's the term used to refer to what you do to a website or a blog to get it to show up higher in the rankings in search results. And some for some time search optimization has had a kind of a mystique about it, or people think of it as being kind of a dark craft that nobody really understands, so people can charge big money and you really have no idea what they're doing. In fact, I think it's always been the case that much, or at least a good part, of search optimization is pretty straightforward and simple. So, and it turns out that some of the most simple parts of search optimization are the easiest to do. This is certainly true in the case of your post title, especially when you're using blogging software like WordPress. So let's see why this is the case. All right. We're talking about putting your primary keyword into your post title. So if we look at a blog post like the one that we're talking about right here, here's the title of the post, if you can see that, and this is in WordPress. WordPress takes the title of your post and uses it to create other parts of the HTML page, okay, and the URL for the page itself. Okay, that's this puppy up here, the address of the page. So the nice thing about WordPress and other blogging software platforms is that they do this automatically. You don't even have to think about it. So if you put your primary keyword into your post title, it goes automatically in most cases, and you want to make sure that this is true. It goes into the page title, which is part of the HTML page that you can't really see unless you look up in the browser bar across the top of your web browser up here, and it puts it into the URL by changing the URL into plain English that you can read and putting those keywords there, or putting the primary keyword there. Okay, so really all you have to do, the page title, I've got a little picture of it here, is this. It shows up in the bar across the top of your browser. Okay, that's the first place that a search engine looks to find out what that page is about. Okay, so if you put your keyword there, then you're giving the search engine everything it needs, as a good start to know what you're talking about. All right, and that's the most important thing for doing well in search results, making it clear what the page is about. There are other things that you have to do, but I'm not talking about those here. I'm just saying this is something that you have totally in your control, and you can choose to put your keyword in the right place, and you're going to be in good shape. Okay, the page URL, as I said, that's the address of the page, and that gets written in plain English. If you're using most blogging software will do that. WordPress does that. and it's something called permalinks. So you want to make sure that you have the permalinks feature turned on if you're using WordPress. All right. So let's talk about keyword, and then we'll talk about where to put it. Okay. The first thing you've got to do, obviously, if you want to put a keyword in your page title, is decide what the primary keyword is for your post. Okay. This is not always easy, but it is very important. So you can do this in a number of ways. You can write your post and then go back and think, what is really the subject of this post, and come up with your keyword that way. Or you can think, I've got a keyword. It relates to my business, and it also is something that I know a lot of people search for, and so I'm going to kind of structure a blog post around that keyword. So you can do one or the other, or kind of go back and forth. Here are examples of keywords. In my case, using blog SEO, right? This is what people would type into Google if they're looking for search engine optimization for a blog. And if I start typing that in, I get a whole bunch of suggestions from Google, so I can see what people really are searching for. Okay, and you'll note, like if I put blog SEO in here, then a related keywords can have more than one word in them, is blog SEO tips. Alright, so sometimes you can pick a keyword for a post, and if you say, put, like I did in the title, blog SEO tips or blog SEO tip number 1, then you're getting 2 keywords in there just by picking a good one. Okay. Google, if you Google this keyword tool, you will find at the top of the page the Google AdWords keyword tool, and here's what that looks like. I'll blow this up a little bit. Okay, you can put in a keyword here, and then say get keyword ideas, and Google will suggest lots and lots of different keywords, sort of variations on that theme. Okay, and it will also tell you the approximate search volume for the last month for that keyword. Okay, this is handy because you can see, for instance, blog SEO as one keyword. The approximate search volume for that keyword in October was over 8,000 searches. SEO blogs, on by comparison, only had a search volume of 1,300. So there can be significant differences, in the average search volume for keywords, even though they're quite similar. And you want to look at that and think, okay, there are a lot more people searching using that term, okay, as opposed to the other one. So I just want to point that out there. All right, now I'll write another post about picking a good keyword. So for now, let's just assume you have done that. You've picked a good keyword for your blog post. Where are you going to put it? I did this. I did it pretty much by the book for this blog post. Let's open this up. Okay, here is WordPress editing interface. It's the oldie but goodie. It's not the most recent one, 2.6 or whatever, so bear with me on that. But I'm going to put in my blog SEO tip, right, number 1, okay, and then etc. That's the keyword. That's the beginning of the title. All right, the first paragraph that I put in here when I start talking about, okay, this, oh, hi, this is a post about, okay, this is just for example's sake, but blog SEO tips, okay, something along those lines. And the important thing is here, as I say, get that keyword into the first paragraph somewhere. All right, and you can make it bold. That also helps. So there's what you want to do. If you find that you've written quite a long post, you can pop your keyword in there one, maybe two more times, but don't overdo it, okay? Google does not appreciate that. They figure you're just trying to stuff the post with the same keyword over and over, and that doesn't look right to them. And that will not do well in search results. Okay, so that's what you want to concentrate on for your post. Pretty much, other than that, because it's going to take care of, as I said, the page title and the page URL itself when you save and publish this thing. That's all you need to do to really get a good search optimization technique in place. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.